As you guys know, we breed dogs. Our dogs actually eat better than us. We purchase about 800 to 1,000 pounds of raw dog food every month. And the person we get it from is fantastic. We've gotten it from him for 2 years. He's been getting busy, so he's looked for people to help with helping his customers. And he asked Canada Raw, and I guess they were going to do business together where they could help with his overflow. Well, I guess this was his first time getting 10 boxes from him. I just happened to get 3 of those boxes. And we had a friend, Mary, who lives in the States. She actually bought 3 pugs from us. She goes to the casino and she gets these free nights at Seneca. And as you know, we breed dogs, so we have a few litters right now, and we don't go anywhere because we're so busy with our dogs. So she had told me that she gets these free nights at the casino, and if we ever wanted to go, just let her know. I said, hey, 2 days, we're in. So that was like, I think it was the 14th of March. So anyway, we went there. We left the house at 4 o'clock. And we had my son and my son-in-law here watching the dogs and the puppies. I was speaking to them at around midnight. They were just letting the dogs out for the last time. So we left the house at about 4 o'clock that day. And like I said, it was about midnight when they were letting the dogs out. And our dogs are crate trained, so at bedtime, if they're not in our bed, they go in their own crates. So they put them all in their crates. And they went to bed whenever. They woke up in the morning. And one of our pugs was dead. And it was Nev. She was pregnant. So they didn't tell us till we got home. Duncan came on the porch, and Neil could tell that something was wrong just by the way he came out. And he had said, you're not going to want to hear this, but Nev is dead. And, of course, he freaked out, saying, basically, like, what the fuck? We can't even go out for one night. We come home to a dead dog. Like, we didn't know if the dogs got into a fight. All he said was Nev was gone. So, of course, we didn't know what happened, and the guys felt like shit. They didn't know what happened, and, of course, we were angry because we didn't know what happened. Like, we literally went up for a few hours. So we got an autopsy done. And what killed her was a bone the size of a pinky finger that punctured her belly and killed her and her nine babies instantly. So what the vet did say was, even if we were home, we would never have known that there was anything wrong, because once it punctured her belly, it literally killed her instantly with her 9 babies. So, I mean, before we got the autopsy results, he did it the next day. The very next day, the vet did it, and he called me right away. Before I even knew what happened, I had let the guy know that we get our food from what happened. He said, oh my God, like, what the hell? Like, we didn't even know. We didn't know if the dog fell off, anything. We had no clue. Oh, Canada Raw is watching. Look at that. So, anyway, I contacted the person who we got the food from, and he told me right away that that food was purchased from Canada Raw, that he had started buying food for the first time from them. And he even said that, you know what, something needs to be done. They need to compensate. So he right away called the owner, and the owner seemed to think that I was a scammer, that I am looking for money. So anyway, I gave them probably a good week. And finally I said, like, is he going to do anything? Like, is there anything happening? Nope. Nothing's happening. So I messaged Canada Raw. I got a hold of someone, and I said, I'd like to talk to the owner right away. Call me right away. I need to speak to them right away. So it took me this long to come on here and tell everybody what happened, because I needed to talk to the lawyer to see how to go about it. And he said that I 100% have a case. So we're on it. They'll be getting documentation next week on how we're proceeding. And I did tell him that I wanted to go live, that I had all, I just figure, you know what, even if nothing comes out of this, people are going to be aware. Because when you purchase a ground product for your dogs, it doesn't matter if it's a Chihuahua or a German Shepherd or a huge dog, whatever it is. When you purchase a dog that has bone in it, when you pick it up, the only reason you should be feeling bone is if you go like this, and it feels like sand, not a chunk like this that's going to kill your dog. Nev was our first import from the U.S. She was 3 years old. She still had 2 litters. We had people on these litters that were waiting for puppies. She had 9 babies. Inside her, she was 5 weeks pregnant. I still can't believe that this has happened. I haven't even taken her out of the freaking bag. Like, I'm even having a hard time taking her out of the bag. She's in a box now. So if nothing else happens, for Nev's sake, and for anything else, like, I mean, who knows if this happened to anybody else. If someone's dog just died all of a sudden, you wouldn't know, because I only did the autopsy on her because she was a breeding dog. I didn't know if it was something genetic that happened. I needed to know. My kids were here. They didn't know what happened to her. We needed to know. We needed to know. And if it wasn't for me doing the autopsy, I would never have known. that this was a thing. Like, what's the point? What's the chances? But a bone this size to be in ground food, that supposedly the plate is the size of a dime. This is what the owner said. The plate is the size of a dime. And he was all pissed off at me. And Tom is his name. And it was like everything negative. Like, it wasn't me. How do I know it was your food? And this and that and the other thing. But guess what, Tom? You're going to find out soon enough. Because I want all my friends to share the shit out of this. And like I said, I don't care even if we get a penny out of this. But it's going to be all over the place. Like, this is so unfair. You guys don't care. For you guys, it is a money thing. Canada Raw, Canada Raw, Canada Raw. It is a money thing. Well, you know what? You don't even probably have a pet. Because you would have contacted me. Instead of me contacting you, you would have asked the person that bought it from you for my phone number to call and at least apologize and say, you know what? Hey, I'm so sorry this happened to you, but can I compensate? Can I give you some food? Can I do this? Can I do that? But no, you know what? You did nothing. So now I'm going to have all my friends share. So Nev is gone. All her puppies are gone. And Canada Raw, you're going to pay. Sorry. Everybody, share it. Tag Canada Raw all over the place because I've said nothing that is going to hurt my case. I've already talked to the lawyer. Lawyer said we 100% have a case. And they're going to be getting their letter next week. So anyway. And Neil's sitting right beside me, trying to hold it in. He's not been for a guy to cry. Like, when he found out, he dropped to the ground. Anyway. So that's what I've been trying to tell you people. So, share it. Tag Canada Raw. They're watching. Disgusting. And I'll keep you posted on how things are going. Love you guys.